Other philosophers call him God-Intoxicated, and it was in his concept of God that Einstein believed in. But he was also called a heretic and an atheist. He has been hailed as the greatest of modern Jews, but he was excommunicated by a Jewish community. He was one of the greatest of modern philosophers, but earned his living by polishing lenses. He never married and lived a solitary life, no friends and no relations, but his philosophy seeks to unify all things, mind and matter, spirit and body, and God and world. The philosopher's name is Baruch Spinoza. Spinoza was born in 1632 in Amsterdam in a family of Portuguese Jews. Spinoza's philosophy can be summed up in three words: all is one. Now, how he reached this conclusion? The starting point was the French philosopher Descartes, who was a dualist. For Descartes, there are two substances or two underlying realities: mind and matter. On the one hand, there is the physical or material world, including the human body, which is governed by mechanical laws. On the other hand, there are God and soul, which are non-material realities and are outside the mechanical laws. Descartes stopped here, but Spinoza passed on. For Spinoza, there is only one substance, which he calls God or nature. God and nature for Spinoza are identical. You are watching Wisdom of Life. Now, this identity of God of nature may be baffling for some. However, Spinoza makes an important distinction between nature begetting and nature begotten. Nature begetting is vital and active, while nature begotten is passive. It is with nature begetting that Spinoza identifies God. Nature begotten, on the other hand, is the content of the physical world. Spinoza makes another distinction between substance and mode. Substance is the eternal, unchanging reality, while mode is particular and passing expression. Thus, for Spinoza, substance means God or active nature, while mode means world or passive nature. For him, God is the underlying essence of the world and has two attributes: thought and extension. Thought is God seen inwardly, while extension is God seen outwardly. For him, God is the eternal cause of all processes, both physical and mental. In fact, for Spinoza, physical and mental processes are identical. Likewise, for him, laws of nature and the decrees of God are also identical. Both are governed by necessity. For Spinoza, God cannot change the scheme of things. We live in a world of absolute determinism, where freedom is an illusion. We do what we must. The world has no purpose or design. It is governed by unbreakable causation. In such a world, there is no miracles. In such a world, hope and fear and faith and prayers make no difference. For Spinoza, there is no such thing as absolute good or evil. Good and evil are relative to human needs and wishes. For Spinoza, evil doesn't exist for God. Spinoza doesn't believe in personal God. What we call divine will is for him is the sum of all laws and causes, and what we call the mind of God is for Spinoza the totality of consciousness, and what we call God's body is for him the physical universe. For Spinoza, the language of the scriptures like Bible is metaphorical because they want to appeal to the popular imagination. Spinoza doesn't believe in the immortality of the soul, nor does he believe in the hereafter. It is because of such beliefs that Spinoza was charged with heresy and was excommunicated. Do you agree with Spinoza's concept of God? Please mention in the comment section. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel Wisdom of Life. Thanks for watching.